How are you all doing? Am I now live on Epica or my own account? Can you guys confirm me that I'm live on the Epica account? Otherwise I have to redo it again. I thought I switched accounts. Am I live on Epica official? Yes? No? Yes? Okay, thank you so much. Welcome everybody on this Friday evening. We promised you another live, and I'm going to bring in Mark. Mark Jansen, are you here? There you go. My buddy Mark, live from Sicily. There he is, hello.
Hello.
Good evening, how are you? Hoe gaat ie?
It gaat goed. Let's see how I can best put it like
Yeah,
this, right?
I guess straight, yeah. Verticaal. Otherwise people are going to get a stiff neck by tomorrow.
Yeah, I just cannot put my phone like this because then it's the charger is. Let's see how I fix this. Maybe like this. With a system. And then like this. And then like that. And then I can put it maybe here.
I hear all those little sounds.
All right.
So today we released, yeah, for me it's water.
Epica.
I bet your drink tastes better than mine.
Yeah, it tastes pretty good. Cold piss.
Oh.
No, no, it's not the best beer in the world, Epica beer, but that's why it's actually not Epica beer, but I put this beer in it.
Where did you get the glass? I don't have one.
I got it from Michiel Bachter, my friend. He visited me here in Sicily, and he drank an Epica beer because it's Sicilian, Epica beer, coincidentally. And then he brought me the glass. So,
oh, that's
Michiel,
nice.
if you're watching, thank you.
I still have a Epica beer from when we played at Pink Pop. Everybody got like a brand beer with Epica on it, and I think it's actually residing at my parents' house. I don't have it here. So.
I have it also still in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a beer when I'm off duty because I don't want to get another live with you where I'm half drunk. But Oliver might come in and serve me some wine, but he actually has a concert today.
So Oliver cannot join us with some good small talk.
Yeah, with the big tick. But that's not why we're online now. We are online to talk a little bit about the Quantum Enigma B-sides released.
Yes, I got already some comments, and some people thought they are new songs. So it means that quite some Epica fans were not aware of these songs yet. So it's good that we released them, and they are able to listen to them. Of course, the true diehards, they knew about these songs, but there's quite some people who really also enjoy Epica, but were not aware of these tracks yet.
Yeah, and we actually started playing in All Conscience last year, I think, for the first time, because a lot of fans requested that track, and it's been some of these songs of the B-sides are my all-time favorite Epica songs. So it was cool that we started playing that one, and now that we released them all, because every time I had to listen myself to one of the songs, I had to go to YouTube to listen to them. Yeah, and then I could read the comments, and everybody was writing, or not everybody, some people were writing, these are great songs. Why are they scattered over so many different versions?
Yes, yes.
And now we, as a gift to our fans, we put them all in one release, and now everybody can listen to them.
We can ask the people what are their favorite among these tracks. So somebody says Dreamscape is my favorite. And let's see. Somebody's listening to it right now.
Dreamscape we played live in Paradiso. There was also some kind of pink pop acoustic pre-show, remember?
I don't really even remember that we played that song.
Yeah, I remember singing it.
Marriage of Verity, someone, In All Conscience.
You have to be careful how you pronounce In All Conscience because it can get dirty.
All in conscience.
It can get dirty real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I think most people say In All Conscience.
In all, not anal conscience.
Yeah. I'm the one drinking beer, but you are the one doing the funny comments.
I always have the dirty mind. That's not a secret. One of my favorites is also Mirage of Verity and In All Conscience.
Yeah, Marriage of Verity, I also like it a lot. It's funny that Rob himself didn't like it so much in the end. While I really think it's a very cool song.
I think so too.
To explain to the people, Rob is the main songwriter of that song. And he himself was not totally happy in the end with the song, but that's probably why he also didn't end up on the album. Because if a main songwriter is already not 100% happy with his song, that's usually a sign. But I personally love the song. So.
Yeah, me too. When I listen to it, I get goosebumps. I remember also very vividly the vocal recordings of basically the whole album, the whole Quantum Enigma songs. And I also remember writing the lyrics for the song Memento because my son was very small back then.
Yeah.
And he was lying on my lap, breastfeeding while trying to finish the lyrics and record demo vocals, all while a baby attached to my bosom. So that's multitasking.
Why the album became such a magic album.
Well, to me, it does have a kind of a special, it's extra special in a way. The whole Quantum Enigma album. It's one of my favorite Epica albums. Next to Design Universe.
Somebody asked if they can ask us also something about the new album. What do you say?
Yeah, of course. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can ask whatever you want.
But if we're going to answer that question, that's still...
Yeah, some things we have to keep secret, like the name of the new album, which is not 8.
No, that's how we call every new album. Epica 7, Epica 8.
Let's see, what are your questions, guys?
When will the pre-order start? That I don't know actually. But we are planning on releasing music this year, that I can say. New music. And
How many songs, somebody asked?
How many? I actually don't know.
I think it was 12.
12 songs. Oh, yeah, 12 songs.
12 songs and exactly 1 hour, 11 minutes. 111.
Yeah, when I checked our list on my iTunes, I guess, I saw it was 1 minute and 1 hour and 11 minutes. Yeah, 111.
And 111 is magic, so maybe this new album is going to be magic as well.
I often look at the clock when it's 11 past 11. That's like almost every day for me.
I look at the clock when it's 11 minutes after 1.
Yeah.
After midnight.
For me, the new album title, I can maybe say it's not a super long title. That I can say. This time it's,
It's to the point this time.
Less long. It's powerful.
To the point.
Yeah, I get it. Are you planning to have at least one song in your native language? I don't know. I don't think Dutch is a very nice language to sing. Maybe we do actually recorded a version of one song in a different language than we normally do, but it's not Dutch. That's all I can say. Right, Mark?
Yes, it's a very beautiful language.
And a lot of people understand it, so.
Dutch doesn't sound so nice to me either. So
Yeah.
It's a nice language to talk, but to sing in our music.
Yeah, I would love to sing in Dutch, but maybe not like a ballad or something. I can imagine would work really nice.
Never say never, but
Yeah.
we will see. We will see.
We do have a new ballad, a very lovely one. You better get your tissues because it's a tearjerker. It's a really beautiful ballad.
Yeah, it is. Somebody loves finality. That's a long time ago.
Ooh, yeah. That's the bonus track of the Phantom Agony. One of them, right? Did we have two? Yeah, we had Triumph of Defeat. Yeah.
Triumph of Defeat as well.
Yeah. Which I actually also really like.
Yeah, it was a cool track. Totally different, but very progressive. And somebody says, as long as you don't sing in Limburgian.
Yeah. Yeah, Rowanese. No. Actually, don't know a song right now. Do you know a Rowanese song?
Rowanese song?
Yeah, I can't think of one right now. Oh ja, het is een kwestie van geduld. Rustig wachten op de dag.
Tot heel Holland Limburgs lult.
Tot heel Holland Limburgs lult. Woo! There you have it.
Asked something about Kingdom of Heaven. Part 2 is a great one too. Huh. And Kingdom of Heaven Part 3. Who is curious to that one? How long is Kingdom of Heaven Part 3?
I can check. Let me mute my computer before I start the song. Or actually have it on my phone.
Max Shark is only laughing.
13 minutes and 25 seconds.
How long?
13 minutes and 25 seconds.
Almost 13:20. That's magic Mayan.
Then it's not magic, Mark. Not magic Mayan.
5 seconds too long. 5 seconds too long. But maybe on the album, you never know when they press it on the album, how long it is. Always a bit more, a bit less.
Please say some words in Spanish. Yo no hablo español, habla español. See? But I can say muchas gracias.
Somebody asked if we know Sabaton. Yeah, we actually played on their festival, so we know them. Very cool.
I saw them also in January this year when they played with Amaranth and Apocalyptica. They're an awesome live band.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get a tank too.
Sei in Sicilia, sì. Sono a casa. Resta a casa.
Yeah, how's your Italian going, Mark?
I understand pretty much nowadays. Unless when some people they speak a bit too fast and swallow some parts of words, and then I have a difficulty following the conversation. But most people here, when they know that I don't speak Italian that well, they slow down. Just my mother-in-law, she is not able to do that, so I never understand a word of what she
Just
says.
always say "si."
Yeah, but she knows that when she sees at my face that I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's difficult at least when you say you speak a little bit the language, then the people start talking really fast and it's like, oh, no, I actually don't speak it that well.
Please say who is the guest vocalist. Secret?
Yeah. No, we can't say anything about that. Hello from Brazil, Israel. Oh.
Have you thought about inviting Tommy from Camelot? He's an amazing singer, by the way, and a very nice guy.
Super funny.
See? Yes.
I worked with him for the new Aryan album, and he's super funny, and it was a great time working with him. And I told him I love his vocals, and he's a very humble guy.
Humble, funny, and down to earth. And I also worked a couple of times with him with Arian.
Yeah, not last year, but the year before, Graspop, yeah.
Yeah, and he was on Prog Power USA when I was there. And we also met each other again. Yeah, very, very nice guy. But we never thought about having him on the album yet, but maybe in the future.
Never
Would
say
fit.
never.
Hello from Paraguay. Hello back. Will you release the B-sides of the other albums? I miss Higher High.
Ah,
Yeah, but then for other albums we didn't have that many B tracks, so we will have to see what we can do.
Can you tell us something about the album cover? It's once again designed by Stefan Heilemann, with whom we have been working since The Classical Conspiracy. He's a close friend of mine. And we were shooting a lot of photos for the artwork in my house because of Corona. And we both have sons and they love to play together. So it was easier to do it like that. And yeah, he also traveled to the Netherlands to shoot the band members with a camera, not with a gun.
Somebody came to Serra di Falco to look for me, but couldn't find me. It's only a village of 6,000 people, so if you would have gone door by door, it's just about 2,000 doors, I guess.
He's probably in the cold tub, hiding.
I was in my cold tub just 5 minutes before the Instagram live started. I'm addicted to my own cold tub.
How often do you do that? Like once a day or more, a couple times a day?
Basically, when I get up, I do some yoga exercise, stretching, and then I go in the cold tub. And after that, I have my breakfast. Yeah, because it really wakes me up.
Gets everything going. Start your engine.
But then it's not really the ice bath, it's just refreshing, and like once a week or 2 times a week I do an ice bath.
I have not done that yet. You know me, when we in a long time ago in another life we went to the sauna, and I am not into cold water, you know. That's not really. I'm anyway not the biggest water person, so.
You clung yourself onto me.
Yes, that's true. I had to find some heat. Yeah, I still don't.
That's my next project. When a new room is finished in my house, I want to buy a sauna, and then the cold tub makes even more sense, because then when you feel very hot, you just have to go outside, go in the cold tub, and do a new round. So that's my next project. Oh no, actually my new project is making a pizza oven barbecue. And when that is done, then comes the sauna project.
So when are you opening Hotel Mark Jansen?
Yeah, that's gonna take a while after our career. Then
when you retire, huh?
When I retire, then it's the bed and breakfast idea.
Yeah, that's really nice. I guess by that time we're allowed to travel again.
Yeah, in about 20 years we're allowed to travel again, and
then we can come visit your house, because I actually haven't been to Mark's house yet.
Yeah, we were almost going to work on some songs, but then it didn't happen. But you are always welcome, and
thank you.
We will see you arriving sooner or later. I'm sure about that.
By then you probably also have 20 cats and like 30 dogs, right?
I have now already 6 cats and 3 dogs. And
6
recently,
cats? Wow.
6 cats, yes. Because our neighbor left to Germany, and our new neighbor would take care of their cats that they left behind.
Oh no.
But our new neighbors, they got pregnant. So he is not so often at his new house yet, he's more at his old house. And these cats, they left their place and just arrived at ours. So now they're basically our cats. We are taking care of them. And there are 4 of them, and we had already 2. So it's quite a bunch.
6 cats. Yeah.
And they eat like crazy.
We have just one cat from our neighbors. He's actually here now, lying on the couch on his favorite blanket. But we don't feed him. I just, when I cook and I have some leftovers that I think he might like, I just feed it to him. And he's like, but that's all, because we did give him snacks. And when we did that, he would just come in the morning to get his snacks. He would sit in front of the closet, block everything in the kitchen, and then after he would have had his snack, he would leave. And it became a little bit annoying. So we stopped doing that. But still, if he hears a sound in the kitchen or if I open that closet, he's like, huh? Do I get a snack?
If you guys are interested, by the way, there's one of my cats is laying here under my chair.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see him.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, this is a very nice guy. He was very shy in the beginning. He was very afraid of people, and I think I'm one of the few persons he actually trusts. But he's a very nice guy. Very sweet.
Yeah, Luki is lying on the couch, but he likes to be left alone right now. He was actually, he's a very social cat. He would come sit at the table on one of the chairs. He likes to be around people, but he also has a very weird place to sleep, and that's underneath one of our sofas that has pillows from like the balcony furniture. So he has this much space to actually sleep, but he loves it there. So cats are weird.
They always find weird places to sleep.
But never did one of my cats sleep in like a tiny box like a lot of cats do.
No.
Or in a suitcase.
No, also not in a suitcase. Just one of our cats once peed in one of our suitcases before travel.
He what? He beat?
Peed
He peed.
Suitcase.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
before
smelly.
travel.
Oh, so that was the smell on tour.
No, it was luckily not my suitcase. So I was just laughing about it. But Laura was a bit pissed off.
Yeah, literally.
Literally. Yes.
Somebody just asked an interesting question. How old were you when you went to the movies for the first time? What I can recall, the first movie I saw in the cinema was with my parents. It was Beauty and the Beast, the Disney movie. That was in my hometown back then in Heerlen and the Royale. But I think they renovated that cinema.
I think my first movie was Terminator. Because I loved these Schwarzenegger movies.
I met Schwarzenegger in real life, and he's actually kind of cute. He's not that tall, but he looks good for his age.
Mr. Universe.
I'll be back.
Yeah, he's a good man, I think.
I love his Instagram with his donkeys and all the animals he has. It's really cute.
I'm not following him, but
you should do. He's funny. He's like eating his donkey, sitting next to him. He's feeding his donkey carrots and stuff. It's very endearing.
Yeah.
I have lipstick on my teeth.
He's a better guy.
Thanks for telling me.
Somebody asked, how do you think about social distancing concerts? Already a while ago, but I didn't find the time yet to answer. But if that's the only way, at a certain point, we will have to do that. But I obviously prefer the normal way of playing a concert. But better a concert than no concert. And I hopefully next year at least the outside concerts can take place again in a pretty normal way. We notice now that in the summer in Europe, COVID was not so devastating, and I have the feeling that outside we are all pretty safe. You also see the Tour de France now; they are going around through France and they are cycling, and with all these people next to the road, many without even their masks, and none of the cyclists got the COVID. So I think outside it's pretty safe, and so my hopes are that next year at least the festivals outside can take place in a normal way.
I'm curious when Oliver Comes Home, how his concert went with one of his side projects, how that actually looked like. He just sent me one photo. He's like finally on the stage again. But so far, only very small concerts take place. And I've seen those concerts where people are sitting in a car. I don't know. That kind of makes me sad when I see those photos. You need to have
Yeah,
that
that's
energy exchange with the audience. You need to look them in the eye and not in the headlights of the car.
somebody was writing about a wall of death. Yeah, the wall of death will get a different dimension then. Literally.
Yeah, if everybody would wear those like inflatable balloon balls, then everybody could do like wall of bubble balls or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I stay positive and
Hopefully not corona positive. I stay
yeah,
positive.
I wouldn't be surprised if I had it already. That I
Mm,
just didn't know it. I've been so often in a plane already during this COVID time, and I've been at some marriages. I've been at a baptism, and one way or the other, when you are at marriages, if you even try it, uh, at a certain point, people get a bit drunk, and then
mm,
they don't mind so much about the social distancing anymore.
mm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if I have had it already.
Yeah.
But who knows? I never had the test yet, so I don't know.
Did any of you guys watching have have a test made? Because I also haven't tested myself, but also
Yeah,
never really had any symptoms or.
I spoke to a guy in north of Italy in Cortina. I was there for a few days. I got invited, and there was an older guy. He had the COVID, and they did a recent test again, and he had a lot of antibodies. So
Mm,
for him, it worked out well. He had not much problems, and he felt now pretty safe going around. So for him, it worked well. But there's some other people
I
having
actually met
less.
also a couple that had it, and they were like sick, sick as a dog for 10 days, and they had to stay in quarantine for a long time. And I asked them like, how did you feel? How was it for you? And they said it's like not they couldn't compare it to anything else. But talking to them, I did notice that I kept on taking a step back because I don't know, you can become a little bit paranoid with this whole
Some people writing they had
virus.
the test and they say it felt awful.
Also, like down in the nose, they don't do that anymore. They just do like a
No.
little swab in the mouth. One of my
Somebody
friends got a
said the
test.
ice baths helps you to. I think personally the ice baths help for illnesses in general. I'm doing ice baths since 3 years, and before I got very often the flu. And since I started doing the ice baths, so since 3 years, I never had the flu anymore. So for sure it works for the flu. I'm sure about that, but COVID, I obviously don't know. But my feeling says that that hopefully it will also I benefit also if I would get that. Hopefully at least. Nothing can be said for sure about it because it's just too early to tell.
Mm. Somebody says like the swab in the nose and in the throat, but I've seen videos of people getting that swab in the nose and oh, that looks horrible. But I've had like whenever I had vocal problems, I had also like the thing going down my throat like really far. I don't think I ever had it through my nose, but ugh.
Are we going to get a remastered version of Requiem for the Indifferent? Um, who knows? But Requiem for the Indifferent, I would do personally. I would love and even a whole remix, and not just a remaster. Also, Design Your Universe was remixed, but we didn't change too much about that mix because we were already pretty happy about the old mix. But Requiem for the Indifferent, I think a lot more can be gained from a remix, but we have no plans yet for that, but who knows in the future.
So I think the whole live session can last 1 hour in total. I'm going to ask you guys to ask Mark your final questions for this live session, and then I'll be taking Rob in the live session. Now's your chance. Ask Mark.
Oh, ask
your
best question, because I'm soon gone.
Yeah, he's soon gonna get a second beer.
No, 1 beer is enough. I'm not that much of a beer drinker. Actually, I just only drink maybe once a week a beer. Today I desired it, but I'm not much of a drinker. I don't use drugs. I don't smoke. I'm a pretty boring guy.
But alcohol is actually a drug as well.
No, it's not.
If I have to be like teacher Simone, alcohol is a drug. So.
No, I just took one that to feel Ari a bit with us tonight.
Oh yeah. I would like to have a red wine later on, but.
Do you believe in the law of attraction? Yes, I do. I actually think that the more you focus on something, that the more you attract it. So if you focus on good things, you attract good things. And if you focus on negativity, a lot of shit stuff will happen in your life. And even now with the COVID, obviously it's not easy for either one of us. But personally, I'm still having a good time, because I have a lot of things to do also at home. And the glass is either half full or half empty, and I always try to see it half full. And I'm still going out whenever I can, meeting some friends, and so I'm personally having a pretty good time. And I just missed the concerts. That's the only thing.
And that's now the silver lining of being home more due to not being able to tour. And it's always like that when you're home, you want to go on tour, and when you're touring after a couple of days, you miss home. But now I actually, for the first time since I can remember, I've been home for a very long time. And I missed the concerts a lot, because I have not found anything else that can replace that. Energy, adrenaline-wise. Not with sports, not with singing at home or doing an Instagram live concert. I miss it a lot, but I know that it will happen one day again. And we got a lot of cool music to show you guys. Can't wait for you all to hear that.
And somebody says, I've attracted a lot of talented and beautiful singers. Law of attraction.
Yeah, the law of being attractive, probably.
So, guys, and
Mark.
I think it's time for Rob to join.
For Bobby to join.
I wish you all either a great day or a great evening. And it was nice talking to you all. It was nice. Maybe see you next time again.
Have a great evening. I say hello to the missus. Bye.
So guys, cheers and see you next time.
Okay, let's see. Now it's just me. For a couple seconds, let me add Bobby. That's how we call him. There he is.
There he is.
Fresh out of the shower or out of the wherever you were.
Fresh out of the tram, actually.
Oh.
Let's put this right over here. It's much easier. There you go.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. It's almost bedtime for me.
Is it? That's pretty early.
Yeah, I go to bed like at 9:30, 10.
That's very early. How civilized.
Yeah, it's the, how do you say, the life of a mom slash housewife.
No, I still go to bed relatively late or late. My kind of regular schedule is like somewhere around 1, I guess. 1:30.
Yeah, I know you're a
And then
night
I
owl.
still get up at 7, but
How do you do it?
yeah, don't ask me. No
I
idea.
I I cannot. I need at least like 7 hours of sleep
Mm.
every night to fully
Sometimes
function.
sometimes go back, but I need to get up to feed the cats and give them medication, some of them.
Mm.
So that needs to happen as well.
Mm.
So I was Rob the Altered Beast from the Low.
Oh, I have to. Maybe Rob, you can talk for a second. I have to get the cat out of Vincent's face.
Oh, it's all about the cats over here. So how are you people doing over here? I hope you guys have been checking out the new B-sides. Well, they're not new. They're actually pretty old, but they're finally released on digital platforms. Oh, there he is. There's the cat. I have another one over here, but he
Let's
doesn't
see if
want
he
to.
stays on my lap, but you probably can't see it. He's
I
just
have my black witchy cat here next to me, but he doesn't want to be shown on video, I guess.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, you?
Who are
No,
you?
he's already going. He'll probably be here in a bit. Bye, cats.
I
What
think
can you
it,
do
yeah,
about it?
that was it. He left.
Somebody asked me if I wrote any music for the new album. Well, actually, yes. Actually, I did. Actually, we did quite some stuff together for the new album.
Yeah, yeah. Rob has been very productive. We've been very productive, and we have a good working chemistry.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when we went to that farm in the middle of nowhere. It was really cool. I really
It
hope
was a villa.
it was a villa. Yeah, it was not. Yeah, it was like it was basically a villa. That's true.
There were no chickens, at least, or any animals, or
The only animals that were
vegetables.
we were
Yeah,
the
we were the animals.
exactly, yeah. But that worked really well, I must say, and it went also extremely quickly, I must say.
Mm.
Sometimes it can take like ages to write a song, but that went very, very fast.
Yeah, you have a more direct exchange of creativity than, because we all live scattered through Europe. It's difficult, we have to do it via the internet, and that can create a different creative flow. So
Yeah, it's totally different. I must say, I really like that the whole coming together thing, and that's. I hope we're gonna. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do that the next time as well, and probably even earlier.
we do have a first single in mind. We have a couple of singles in mind.
In fact, exactly. We have quite a bunch of singles in mind, especially since it's going to take a little bit longer because of the whole situation right now. You guys are in for a treat. It's going to take, of course, it's going to take a while for the album to be released, but you're going to get some very cool singles, in my opinion.
And going back to what we released today, the Quantum Enigma B-sides, could you tell a little bit about the songs that you wrote? Because earlier, Mark and we were talking a little bit about Mirage of Verity, but you actually wrote 3 songs, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, true. Actually, the first song that I wrote, it wasn't really, not really necessary that I intentionally wrote it for Epica, but it kind of was used as an idea. That was actually In All Conscience, and your favorite title.
Yeah.
And but that was actually like just some idea that came out of the blue, and I didn't really intentionally wrote that for Epica. But since it was quite different, also tuning wise and perhaps sound wise and everything, we're like, yeah, let's just give it a try. It was also kind of the reason why it didn't end up on the album, because some people said like, okay, I guess we kind of did that more like out of safety. The other songs kind of blended well together. Let's put it this way, we really had like a luxury problem for that album, because all the songs were pretty cool actually. And we simply had the problem that like a CD is basically too short, and we needed to make room. But looking back, that's one of the songs that, in my opinion, really needed to be on that album. But on the other hand, the really cool thing is that it kind of led its own life on YouTube and kind of became like a favorite for many people. Funny enough, and it was also really cool that eventually it ended up on the set list also for the Design Universe anniversary tour. That's actually Simone's fault, because she was constantly saying like, I want that song on the set. So
I kept pushing. Yeah, kept pushing for that, because I kind of felt it would be an awesome live song, and it is. And like you said, it's kind of a fan favorite, that song. But like, because you said it's in a different tuning, it would be a little bit tricky when we travel with guitars and tuning and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that we did it, because I love performing that song live, and I would like to do Mirage of Verity too one day, because that song always gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, it has a few really. Yeah, this song has quite of a different vibe, especially like the middle section, the bridge, because it is. I believe actually the original working title for the song was like Doom Track or something like that, because it has a very doomy kind of atmosphere into it, and that was also like the original intention where I kind of wrote it with. In the end, we mixed up some more ideas. Joost had some ideas for that song. Mark had some ideas for it. I believe you also had some ideas for it, and so we kind of flim-flammed around with those, kind of ping-ponged with ideas for that song. So it was a bit of a puzzle to write that song. That took a little bit longer. But like you said, like In All Conscious was also a song that I already had like the basic structure for it. And then I went to Joost in Sunlight Studio, and we finished everything like within a few hours. So it went really quick. It was, one of those really fast songs. Same goes for Dreamscape, by the way. I remember that was also a very funny story, that even though that song has really kind of a feeling of tranquility to it, it's a very, the title says enough. But I actually remember that I wrote the music for that song I wrote on an iPad with GarageBand.
Really?
During rush
I didn't know
hour
that.
in a train. With my headphone up, I had my headphones up, and there were all these people around me. It was really absolutely crowded in that train, but still somehow it was like almost like I was in this meditation kind of sphere, and I just wrote that song within like an hour or something like that. That was also very quick.
The Dreamscape, the lyrics I wrote for that song, and it's basically trying to describe a very surrealistic dream, which basically all dreams are very surrealistic, but I was also inspired by Salvador Dali. And we played that song only once live. Oh.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, he's a little camera whore. I have to let our cat outside. I think he needs to use the natural toilet. But the deur dicht gedaan? Yeah. We closed the door in between, the in between door, so he takes a dump outside. We don't have a cat toilet here.
Oh yeah, this place is all.
One toilet.
Yeah, exactly. With cat litters, they have more toilets than we actually do, so they're spoiled little brats. Yeah, you.
Yeah, you. So we have in All Conscience that you wrote, Mirage of Verity and Dreamscape, and Memento actually was written by Arjen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Banish Your Illusion was by Mark, right?
By Mark. Yeah. And with Memento, the lyrics I wrote as well, they are inspired by serial killers. So I did a little research on some serial killers. And Memento is basically, especially those serial killers that always took something of their victim as some kind of trophy. It's kind of macabre, but I'm a huge fan of horror movies, thriller, and I rewatched the Ted Bundy tapes.
Yeah.
Also the movie they made of him. And
that was a pretty on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool
documentary.
Still
gives me goosebumps.
It's a creep.
Yeah, totally. And Mirage of Verity, Mark wrote the lyrics for Banish Your Illusion as well. And In All Conscience was also written by Mark. So But he's gone now. We forgot to talk about the lyrics because we kind of drifted off and started talking about other things.
Here's something about drugs and booze and everything at the end. When
Him.
I popped in.
No, yeah, we had a very funny live session a long time ago where I was having some red wine and we were talking about certain insects.
Aha.
But that's not important anymore. Do you guys have any questions for Rob about Epica songwriting or questions for me?
Yeah, I've seen some questions passing by, but I already forgot them. Sorry, guys.
You can scroll. You can scroll.
Oh, you can scroll.
You can scroll.
Long live technology. Let me see. I see a question. Dreamscape. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
That's just the comment.
Question. Do you watch the series Undercover on Netflix?
I haven't seen it.
Not yet.
No.
Let me see. What's the story behind In All Conscious? That's a good question. Actually, you should ask Mark.
Yeah.
Because I didn't write the lyrics for that song, and neither did you.
If Mark is still alive or watching this, he can maybe write in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I heard that he's watching this. Maybe he can, in short, write what In All Conscious is about. Somebody asked me if the song Burn to Cinder is about Elise. I actually did not know her during the period of Design Universe. But I would gladly write a song about Elise one day, or maybe even have her sing on a song with me. I think our voices fit together really well. She did the Storm to Sorrow in Los Angeles a couple years ago. There's a very famous video of me slapping her butt and she's slapping my butt.
You can do a drum roll.
I'm a famous butt slapper.
Mm-hmm. You sure are.
I like to spank.
So many responses.
Rob, can you do another bass playthrough?
Another bass play? Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we're gonna do within 2 weeks, we're going to do some recordings. Actually, for some singles, there are going to be some playthroughs. So, absolutely. Actually, there's also going to be a bass playthrough, not Epica related, because I recently did something with a friend of mine who has a studio, and he's going to promote the studio. We did a cover of Queen's Reich, the song Queen of the Reich, and we did a cover, but we also made a bass playthrough out of that. So, but that's not Epica related. But whatever, if you're a bass nerd, you can check it out, and you'll probably hear it within a few weeks. But we're also going to make Epica playthroughs, and since also my signature bass is going to be released probably next year, it's been postponed because of the whole COVID situation anyway. I think I'm probably going to make some more playthroughs. So if you guys have any songs that you would like to hear, also pre-Epica 8, oh, I can't say the title yet, pre-Epica 8 songs or whatever. If you have any suggestions about songs or whatever, just let me know. You can always PM me here on Instagram. If you haven't been following me on Instagram, do it right now or not. It's yours.
Somebody's asking if I consider letting Vincent sing in the children's choir next time.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, but now, I mean, the children's choir was recorded in the Netherlands, and we live in the south of Germany.
Yeah.
So that's already tricky, rehearsing and everything. I don't know if he would be up to it. At the moment, he likes music, he likes video games, and he plays karate, and he's playing piano. And he actually can play piano really well because he's getting lessons almost every day. So he's progressing really fast.
Yeah, this is the perfect age for him to start playing an instrument.
And he's the funny thing is he's always doing these little jumps while he's playing, and he can already sing the melody. And he's one of those, can you say musicians or students that can memorize songs. So he does not necessarily need to read the sheet music, but he can. He's learning that, but he can play songs by ear and by memory.
That's really good.
And he sings along while he's playing. So
some of us can learn from that.
maybe there's hope. I mean, for me as well.
Yeah.
I started to play the piano this year, I believe. Oh, I have horrible muscle ache. I worked out yesterday again.
Oh. Time to do some stretching again.
Oh yeah, I need my yoga session on Sunday. Like my shoulders are a mess. I had a 3-day headache because of my locked up shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid I was coming down with COVID as well, because it was a weird headache that was traveling all around my skull. But enough about that. Let's answer some questions. Are you going to release this material on CD or vinyl? Both.
Both.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're actually, the last couple of weeks, we've been looking at all the formats upcoming, also special vinyl editions and whatever. Especially if there are some vinyl collectors over there, you guys will, you're going to like this. It's going to be a very cool pressings. Not going to give you all the details yet. You first have to see the artwork, but that will be released somewhere in the coming months or whatever.
I'm very happy with the artwork. I said before when Mark was live that Stefan Heilemann created again another masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much Epica and very much Stefan Heilemann, but still new, modern, and really nice colors. And I think the fans are gonna love it.
Yeah, I must say that was pretty funny, because I remember I was blown away by his artwork on the Quantum Enigma. I was in love instantly. And I actually had to get used to the artwork of the holographic principle, even though I think it's really good, especially the booklet, what he did inside. But when he came up with the basic idea for the new album cover, I was already blown away. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I think so
And,
too.
and you'll see all the elements. There are typical things in it, but there are also new elements in it. But it's 100% Epica, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait for everybody to see it. It's like it feels like we're sitting on a golden egg, but it cannot hatch right now. We have to be a little bit patient. But we are releasing music this year.
Rob, any updates on the fans community and the fan page you were interested in? Absolutely. Actually, last week I also had a meeting about that with our manager. We're still working on that. I mean, we had quite some delay, obviously, because of the whole COVID situation. But you guys are going to be updated pretty soon. And what I can say for now is that you guys will be the ones who will receive all the cool news the first. And we'll learn more about that later. Don't worry, you'll be okay. Let me see. Will there be an earbook too? Yes. Yes, there will be.
Does the album have one main topic? I guess it's not an official concept album. The only official concept album we've done so far is The Divine Conspiracy. But we do have a red line going through the lyrics. And I guess that's kind of the same for the new album. And I find the new lyrics and also the music, but the lyrics have matured even more, and they're maybe a little bit more spiritual, more personal than before. And Mark and I both split up the lyrics, and there's actually one song. The idea came from Mark, but he asked me if I could co-write that song, which I think is really cool. So we wrote one lyric together. And that's actually one of my favorite songs. And yeah, I totally could relate to the topic of the song. And I also told Mark I'm very, very much a fan of his lyric writing this album. He has done a great job again.
Absolutely. Where did you get your inspiration from when you're writing music, Rob?
I get a water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. I already got my water over here. It kind of depends. I must say, for this album, I've got a lot of inspiration because of I've been listening a lot to soundtracks from movies for this album. I really wanted to catch a lot of, of course, obviously, epicness into the music, but also what I really like. I'm a huge fan of the music of Hans Zimmer.
Me too.
Yeah, well, there you go. I've been listening.
Inception.
Yeah, well, there you go. Exactly. I've been listening a lot to that soundtrack, and actually, one song I can give you a little bit of a tip of the hat for that. What I actually did, one song actually has the working title was Inception, and I was really inspired by that movie and the soundtrack. So You can expect some of those elements in there. And what I really like about his music is it's actually very simple, and it's mostly about the layering. It's the themes are very simple, but it's all about building up attention. And that's actually where some of the songs are also based on. So yeah, you'll hear it once it's out, released.
The funny thing is, if I can add a little something to that, is that Inception is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I can watch it every time. I'm a big movie fan as well, and I actually drew some inspiration. I draw inspiration out of movies for my lyrics as well, and Inception is also one of those movies. So there you go. I think Inception is his best work. I also watched Gladiator, but I had to fast forward the scene with a dead boy. I couldn't handle that. Now even worse than before, being a mother. But that soundtrack is also it's a classic. I think, Rob, our live is going to be cut off in a couple minutes because there's a limit on 1 hour, and Lacuna Coil is going live in a couple minutes. Are you still there, Rob? Because the image is kind of frozen. So some last questions, and then we gotta go. Last couple of minutes. Inception is a really good movie. Yes, it is. It's hard to believe Gladiator is turning 20. Oh, Rob left. Oh no, I just started singing Frozen song because Rob's frozen. The Quantum Enigma colors was dark green, purple, pink. Can you give out the color for Epica 8? It's light and dark. That's what I can say. And that's a recurring theme in our lyrics as well. And Rob just wrote to me he was thrown out of the session. But the session will be cut off anyway, because I believe there's a limit of 1 hour. Will there be a physical release of the B-sides? That's a very good question. I will have to ask the management, but for now it's only available on streaming sites. So hope you guys love the songs as much as we do. And yeah, Rob is in the comments now. I actually had to listen myself today. I did not have to go to YouTube to listen to the songs because, yeah, I have the whole Epica collection still wrapped in cellophane. I actually never play it in my CD player. So thank you very much. Dankjewel. Dankeschön. Muchas gracias. Obrigada. I wish you all well. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Stay metal. And if some of you guys are watching Laguna Coil, enjoy that. And have a great weekend, everybody. All right. Bye-bye.